Hello, 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 listening audience, and welcome to Toonkind at 12 frames per second for tonight's accidentally impromptu FPS. I've heard a lot about you. I am your host with the most, your Whirlwind Gale, and I am joined today by a very lovely friend who I am getting to FPS with for the first time, and I'm very excited about that because they are very cool. Say hi, Marzi.
Oh my god, this is our first FPS ever, isn't it?
Yeah, we've never
Oh my
FPS
god.
before. It's wild.
Hey yo, what the fuck? What do you mean we've never FPS'd before?
Just that.
That's wild. Yes, hi, my name is Marzi and I'll be playing everyone's favorite normal boy who doesn't have any anger issues whatsoever and is so normal all the time.
Press X to doubt. Um, indeed. We love your boy. We love your very normal boy.
He's so normal. Everyone loves him. He's very polite.
He is. He's so polite. We squish him like a funny little gummy toy.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of your very very normal boy who we squish like a funny little gummy toy, how's he doing? How's his day going?
Well, now that things have passed and his dad is fine, his brothers aren't in any danger, things have been pretty normal, even counting the person bumming it in their home because that's pretty normal actually. There have been so many people who just end up recovering in the Layton household. And I mean, I guess that's just how it be when your home can make more rooms.
That do be how it be when it do.
But no, yeah, he's straight up vibing. Everything is normal.
Hell yeah.
And
Normalcy.
yeah,
To
he
the tune
hasn't
of
had
that one boy band gif.
what?
Never mind, I'll show you later.
Understood. Yeah, he didn't really have much reason to visit Yuura because like he wasn't involved. Uh that was him brubbers and he has only ever met Yuura like no, he met you like twice.
Yeah. And even then, it was like, diet you.
Yeah, it was like diet. Is this even really him? You
You flavored LaCroix, aka the servant.
fucking Lacroix. Well, I mean, there was that one time where they were in the cab, but that was when Tome really didn't like you. So like that was ages ago.
Yeah. That. Yeah, that would not have been a very conversation filled car ride. That would have been a, oh god, hold still, don't breathe too loud, don't talk to anyone car ride.
For eel,
The
but
anxieties be anxietying.
I mean, his brothers have been telling him. Well, I assume Camille would have been like, "Hey, so I hyped you up to Yuura. You should go talk to Yuura." And Leo responded with, "I mean, yeah, all right. I might as well. He is currently staying in my home."
Yeah.
So off he'll go to Yura's room. Is he awake?
Let's roll the dice, ladies and gents. I think the rule I've determined is that he's like recovered enough to stand when he gets a like success on this 3 times in a row.
Mm.
That or when it's been like a month. Whichever comes first. 19! That is a success. He is awake.
Hey!
He is awake this time.
And at his door there is a light knocking.
Um I don't imagine he was probably doing much, so he just puts aside whatever he was playing with on one of his mirror screens and looks over tilts his head because he kind of has a habit of memorizing how people knock on the door, and he hasn't heard that one before.
This one's new. Who the fuck?
Whomstuff?
Whomst?
But he does just like know that there are people here who he hasn't met. He only met Azumi like yesterday.
Which is still so funny because they're coworkers.
They're fucking coworkers, and yet they kept missing each other.
But no, yeah.
But yeah, he will like give the it's open.
And slowly peeking in a pair of glasses and a red-headed boy.
I love that the pair of glasses are said as separate, because I know what you mean is that the glasses are the first thing you see, but all I'm imagining is like Leo putting
just
his
Leo's glasses.
It's like Leo putting his glasses on his hand like a hand puppet and peeking in with that first.
Can you fucking imagine? He's just sticking his hand with his glasses in the door and like hand puppeting, just hey. Yeah, that sounds like a Leo move, actually. That's what he's doing.
I'm sorry, give me a second. The mental image is sending me. I need to... Honestly, with how bad this is sending me, I need to roll for my character to see if he's also losing it. Okay, he actually did pretty well. That's a... Oh god, what is your whiz save? 19 plus 4. Yeah, 23. He's fine. It does make him crack a smile, but he looks at it and is just like, hey yourself, disembodied hand.
And then the rest of Leo peeks through the door and just like, ah, oh, damn. Nothing?
Yuura just smiles at him like, well, it was funny. But I did have to be polite.
I gotta step it up. I need to secure my role as the comic relief in this house. My own home. My own guests don't laugh at my jokes.
Oh no. I'm sorry. It really was funny. I was just trying to be nice.
No, that's fine. I'm joking.
Okay. Sorry, I'm really bad at telling that. Hi. I'm guessing he presses his hands together and points. Leo?
Why is he handing me lying?
No.
What are you getting from this, Leo?
What?
He handed me. Oh no, actually, I'm Timmy. Wrong redhead.
Oh my god. I regret to inform him that Yuura has in fact already met Timmy.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that means the joke will land. Yuura asks that, and Leo just grins. Is like, "No, I'm Timmy. Wrong redhead."
Oh, beg your pardon, my mistake.
Yeah, can't you recognize my air of mischief and general chaos?
You're right, how on earth could I be so foolish? My mistake, you seem to have gotten hair extensions since the last time I've seen you.
Yes! Didn't you know? Toon redesigns.
Is that actually how that works?
No. Kind of? A little? now Leo's standing there kind of squinting into the air like,
How
I
does
mean,
it work?
kinda. Because it's also different for him being part like human.
Yeah.
So after a moment of Leo staring into the air, it's just yes, but no, but yes.
Perfectly clear answer. Thank you very much.
Well, listen, you're not gonna need a lot of info on tunes from me, probably, considering that I am also mixed with a good bit of human.
Hmm. Yuura, you can't just hand me that. Because what he just handed me is, oh, you too.
This is the best and worst way this could have gone. Does he actually say it?
I honestly, I can't think of anything else for him to say. So yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, Leo perks up. It's like, oh, okay, you might be learning about tunes from me then.
I don't know if used to be is the same as part, but
Oh, okay, maybe not from me then.
oh, tragic. I'm sure you would have made a
Yeah.
lovely teacher.
Uh, oh no, I've never thought about teaching before. That sounds terrifying. Have you ever met a handful of teenagers?
Worse, I
Horrendous.
used to babysit 6-year-olds.
Well, I mean, 6-year-olds can be cute.
Not once
Have
they
you
turn
seen
into
my
middle
little brother?
schoolers. Isn't isn't Camille like a little older than 6?
Well, yeah, Cam's like 9, but we met when he was 6.
Blink, blink, blink.
Does Leo know that you knows? He is not at all handed me.
Yuna just has like the visible equations around his head, just like, wait,
It's totally.
I thought you two were twins.
Oh, you know. Okay.
Oh, right, that's a secret.
He didn't tell me that you knew. So, mental note, throw him at the couch later.
Good for recalibration, I guess.
Yeah, you know, yeet the children. It's good for them.
Good for the growth and development.
Exactly. And, with how small he is, he kinda needs it.
Yeah, he'll catch back up with you eventually.
Yeah, until then, though, I am very much enjoying being the tall twin.
You can put stuff on tall shelves just to mess with him.
Exactly. It is the best thing after so many years of being the smaller twin. Now it is my turn. It is my time.
Vindication.
My revenge. I'll never forget that time he got me to climb a tree and I fell and we both got in trouble.
What? That's nonsense.
There I was, just a small, sick child going along with the whims of my older twin brother.
Clearly, your free will was completely usurped in that situation and you should have been free from punishment.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Anyway. It's really nice to meet you. Welcome to my home.
It's lovely to meet you as well. Thank you for letting me stay. Sorry for the unceremonious crashing.
Nah, that's fine. This isn't even the first time someone's had to stay over and recover from something.
From what I understand, it's not even the first time it's been this specific thing. And again, my bad.
Yeah, I did. I was the one who kind of dragged Dr. Everlight here after hers, wasn't I? That was me.
I think she
But
probably did well for it.
I mean, like, I saw the state of her office. I didn't know what her home was like. What if it was also kind of grody and, like, super messy and disorganized? I didn't want her to recover it in squalor. You know?
Yeah, yeah, it's not an environment that's conducive to positive attitude.
Exactly. If you hear cats in the background, no, you don't.
It's ambient noises. Don't worry about it. Some of Jubilee's menagerie has broken free and gotten into the house.
No, yeah, it is. It wouldn't be cats because Leo has a service dog who almost never leaves his side.
That's
Camembert
nice.
has been. Camembert probably followed Leo into the room and then very politely just like lied down on the ground.
Aw, baby.
Camembert is a good boy.
So precious. um, but yeah, Yuura will kind of scratch at the back of his neck and smile a little awkwardly. Yeah, but thank you for your hospitality. Genuinely.
No problem. I mean, real easy when your house can manifest rooms, you know?
Yeah, but yeah. I bet you could make a killing as a bed and breakfast.
Ugh, too many weird things in my house.
Mmm.
I don't think they'd appreciate Hell Hour.
Hell hour?
That is when okay, so my best friend runs like a clock repair slash like this like a clock making store basically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to gift me clocks that he has made.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and I like to have them all set to go off at the same time.
Oh my god.
The rest of my family, not so much.
How have I not heard this?
Uh I decided to be a merciful host and shut off the clocks. My beloved Hell Hour.
I'm terribly sorry that you had to give it up for my sake. But thank you.
Nah, it's fine. Between you and me, I have earplugs in my hammer space at almost all times. So when Hell Hour happens, I'm perfectly fine. I like tormenting my brothers.
Ah, I see. This is the fabled Cain instinct that I have heard so much about.
Yes, correct.
Fascinating. I have
And
never
they
seen it
wouldn't
in
shut
action
off my
before.
they wouldn't ever shut off my clocks without telling me because they're presents from my best friend ever.
Well,
Well, Timmy would shut them off, but also if he ever did anything to any of my clocks, I would then go around telling everyone about that time that he cast a spell in my place of work.
don't. From what I've heard, don't you work at a cafe?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
no, no magic in a cafe. Bad.
Uh-huh. I had to kick him out. I had to kick him out. And cuz yeah, what he did basically is he used this like wind spell
Mm-hmm.
to help dry someone off, or to hopefully help, because it didn't. And what it did was knock that person out of their chair and cause an absolute ruckus in the cafe. And I had to kick them out.
You know, I've only met the guy once, but from what I hear, he seems to be a bit of a chaos source.
Yeah. So that time, since he was helping or trying to help someone, I think it was just being a little bit airheaded.
But Tish.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. I live here.
I think when like Yoda says that, he does like the little drum gesture with his hands,
Yeah.
and it makes the actual sound, and then he just blinks and is just, well, that's new.
Oh, that's normal.
Hmm. Not for me, but I'll get used to it.
You will. That's fine. It just happens.
Yeah.
It's one of it's just one of those funny little guy things.
And he kind of raises an eyebrow. Do I number among the funny little guys now?
Well, I mean, you are pretty small. I won't lie.
Yeah, I
Yuura
can't
is pretty
argue
small,
that.
right?
Yeah, he's 5 foot nothing
Yeah.
and built like a fucking twig.
And that might be me being an even 6 foot talking. But, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm used to everyone around me being fucking trees.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Juby?
Unfortunately.
Right?
He could
The
use
day I started
he could use me as an armrest, and I find that personally offensive.
man, he is so upset, like irrationally, that Tome is so much taller than him. And it's like, bro, you can't exactly control other people's heights.
If only you could, I would tell everybody to shrink.
I would tell Juby in particular to shrink, just to mess with him.
Yoda shakes his head and laughs. Because this is another consistent theme. The consistent themes in Yoda's recent FPSs have been people hyping up Leo and people dunking on Jubilee.
Listen, it's because Leo is the second babyest and Juby is the oldest.
Amazing.
That's like literally why. Leo can't help that he's like second babyest brother, and Timmy, who is the babyest, is Timmy.
Timmy is chaos incarnate and therefore cannot be baby.
Mm-hmm. Leo, meanwhile, is very polite and very baby.
Your Honor, he is just baby.
Your Honor, this is a polite little guy.
We will make an exception because he looks very polite.
Very demure, very mindful.
Oh my god, don't. Ugh, people at work keep quoting that trend and it's been driving me crazy.
That's fair. I've only heard it like twice on YouTube.
Count yourself lucky.
But no, yeah. I completely fucking forgot what they were talking about.
Uh, Leo was roasting Jubilee for being tall.
Yes. And Leo's just like, I mean, when I started, cause like when Juby and I first met, I was like, what, maybe 5'8", 5'7". As soon as I started getting taller, he immediately was like, nope, not allowed. That's illegal. You're my little brother.
Apparently, little has to be the operative word there.
He's still 6 inches taller, but when I buy those platform shoes,
Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Don't get platform shoes. Get those stilt shoes that raise you like 2 feet above the ground.
oh, but then that'd be easy for him to like tip me over.
Perhaps, but consider If you get the
Hmm.
ones that have like a kind of spring-loaded effect, you can just pop back up really easy.
You're so right.
And then you just need some like really, really long pants.
Hmm. Or a really, really long, like, maxi skirt.
Ooh, that would be cool. Ooh, you could add a little bit
Yeah.
of extra fabric for it, so if you did like a spin, it went all swooshy.
Ah, you're so right.
He like,
Yuura, this is the kid that all the people you kept talking to kept hyping up. And by kid, the guy who's 3 years older than you.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, Leo was making a very good impression.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's just so silly.
He is silly. You gotta appreciate silly. Current
Yeah, I
impression
mean,
is I like this guy.
yeah, and like Leo, the reason why Leo opened with being just super silly is that, like, everyone who comes to talk to Yura, Leo has assumed has been like, "Are you okay? How's recovery? Can we talk to you about this very serious thing?" And Leo, who is not at all involved, is like, "You know what? I bet this guy has had so many serious conversations. It's time to get silly."
And it is so appreciated.
He
Um,
takes being comedic relief very seriously.
he is doing such a good job, and we appreciate him so greatly. I think actually, like, talking about the idea of, like, including, long swooshy maxi skirt in the stilts prank idea.
Mm.
Yoda, like, taps his lower lip and pulls up one of his screens, and, like, grabs the stylus attachment from his compact mirror and starts doodling out the shape.
Leo kind of makes his way over and then peeks.
And Yoda holds it up so he can see. Something like this, maybe? I think I have a pattern for that. And we'll just need a little bit of extra fabric down at the bottom edge.
Ooh, yeah, that looks good. However, tragically, I have been told that you are not allowed to do anything too strenuous.
Oh, come on. Sewing's not strenuous.
It can be a little strenuous.
Okay, maybe a little, but I have practice.
So do I.
Yoda just dramatically
Unfortunately,
pouts and sort of flops backward.
yes, I know. Unfortunately, Dr. Everlight and the good professor are the ones mostly in charge of your care, and I am but a silly little clown.
Sagic. Truly the saddest of tragic moments.
For real.
Swear. One of these days I am going to get my leg rights back and then it is over for all of you people.
I, for one, will stand by your revolution.
Thank you. You will be my right hand man and the revolution will be swift. And
There will
hopefully not bloody.
there will be no mercy.
It is just laughing at that. I don't think he even has words for a minute. That just sends him into a giggle fit.
Leo's just grinning and just, "Thus, my liege, what will your first order of business be after the revolution?"
Oh, oh God, sorry. Dogs are barking outside my door. uh, the girls are borking.
The girls are borking.
Yeah, yeah. We have two German Shepherd Husky mixes, so
Ooh, husky mix. Them bitches gonna be loud.
it is never quiet in this bitch of a household.
Damn.
Um, but Yoda like sits up again and kind of the contemplating expression. And then says, hmm. Man, I don't know. Being a ruler is hard.
Yeah. Uh, what did the not familiar with Gisnet politics? What was the old king like? He was kind of a bitch.
Yeah, we don't want to be a bitch king.
Yeah, we can do better.
We can do so good.
Like, damn, that guy, the old King Gisnep, man, fuck that guy.
I've heard that he wasn't great, but I've heard that his replacement is pretty decent.
Oh yeah, King Ekum, he's pretty rad. Like I said, I don't know much about Gisnep politics, but Ekum's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're all the way over on this place's west coast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, UBA is a little more central, but yeah, still pretty far.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my first order of business is as soon as I'm able, I want to explore everything.
Everything, huh?
Everything I can, at least.
Well, that could be your first decree.
Yes, my first decree is that all of my beloved subjects who are a part of this household have to take me on a tour of Villestown and show me all of the cool things. Because Azumi
Why
said
stop
that
at Villestown?
I think that's a good place to start at least. It's where one second.
You don't need to talk to me.
You're
Oh. Hello, audience. I hope you're enjoying these silly little guys. Leo is so silly.
I am so sorry to our listening audience later for the fact that my stepmother appears on the voice recording.
That's fine. If need be, we can use mine.
We might have to.
That's fair.
But yeah, Yoda smiles and says, I figure Fieldstown is a good place to start. And from there, we can expand our conquest.
So true. So wise.
Rome was not
Honestly,
built in a day, after all.
wait, what? Hang on, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
He said Rome was not built in a day, after all.
What is a Rome?
Oh my god, this is a world that has never experienced the Roman Empire. That's fucking brilliant. Really self-important empire from my home world that still ultimately collapsed. Fucking skill issue.
Okay, but what effects did that have on the resulting political landscape?
Um Leo, you see just the
Suddenly,
tiniest
like
bit
Leo,
of the sparkly eyes effect.
yeah, Leo, like Yuura gets that. Leo gets the anime eyeglasses shine.
I think Leo, you ask that and Yoda does just like go on like a 20-minute ramble about the aftermath of the collapse of the Roman Empire.
At some point, Leo has pulled out a notebook.
Your Honor, they're both history nerds.
Your Honor, they're both dweebs.
They're both dorks.
Like, like sometime after that rant, Leo is just nodding very like contemplatively over his notebook, and it's just like, see. And and that so the Romans followed the Greeks after their somewhat collapse, correct?
Well, it's said that the Romans conquered Greece, but Greece conquered Rome. So really, Greek culture, specifically Hellenistic Greek culture, as compared to some of the older Greek cultures like Mycenaean and Minoan Greek culture, um, Greek culture did kind of wind up pervading Rome as Rome sort of fell apart and became Italy and the Byzantine Empire. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Holy Roman Empire, aka Germany, um, oh, later to be Germany, eh, later to be Germany and also France. He just kind of waves a hand. um, Honestly, the two of them were so well blended together by the end, it's kind of impossible to tell where one ends and one begins. That's why we had to give a new name to it.
Amazing.
I know, right? It's fascinating.
And Leo still like scribbling stuff down. They're such fucking losers.
I think it's nice. I think they deserve to talk about fun history stuff.
Hell fucking yeah, they do. But I'm sitting here as someone who isn't a huge history buff, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, I am a history nerd, but I don't have anything super duper memorized, so I just
Mm.
my boy says something smart. Do I know what it is? Fuck no.
Felt literally how I play Leo sometimes. And I think once Leo is satisfied with his notes, he closes his notebook, gives a satisfied nod, and is just, all right, my liege. Thus, as a trade of information, I will be right back.
Oh,
That was a character. He kind of like very quickly skedaddles from Yuura's room.
Yenna is just left like blinking and staring at the wall for a second, like, did I just spend 20 minutes rambling about the Roman Empire? This is my first conversation with this person, and I'm already showing my hand this badly.
And then after a couple minutes, Leo trundles back in, and with a very dramatic flair, uh, like he is presenting a valuable treasure to a king, kneels with his head down and raises his hands, and in his hands is a keychain of the Nuaffle Tower.
Oh
Yuura,
my
this is an upside down Eiffel Tower.
Oh my god!
If you will
Oh,
accept this, my liege, in our trade of information.
I am honored to have such a gift bestowed upon me. Thank you. Thank you, my loyal advisor.
Of course, of course.
He will accept the upside down Eiffel Tower keychain.
Does he hold it upside down?
I think there's like a temporary moment where he does flip it upside down, and then he flips it technically right side up. Oh my god.
Yeah, Leo's just, this is a marker of my home country.
Oh right, they did say that you knew a lot about the history of that place. Fort Sinan, right?
Uh, that's the usual Anquelian pronunciation, yes.
Oh, is there a different one?
With the accent, it'd be more of a Forsana.
Fort Sinan. Hmm.
Yeah, with the way it's spelled, I do not at all blame uh anyone who natively speaks Inkwellian Common. It is a little hard to grasp with how it's spelled.
He nods. It's kind of funny. It's an anagram of um a country from where I'm from.
Oh, that's weird, actually.
Yeah, it's a
What do
really
you
weird coincidence.
What do you mean it's an anagram of a country from where you're from?
Well, where I'm from, we have a country called France.
Sounds fake.
Yeah, yours does sound cooler.
Yeah, it's got fort in it. If you're Inkwellian.
But if you unscramble the letters and he like pulls up one of his screens and types out Fort Sanan, and then types out not France.
Leo looks this over, hems and haws, and is just, well, that's a little silly. If it's an anagram, then why is not in there?
That's what I'm asking. It's like someone's trying to avoid copyright or something.
Can you copyright a whole country where you're from?
Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Unchecked capitalism is a bitch.
Absolutely horrifying, my liege.
We will not repeat their mistakes.
We will not. Absolutely not. I, as your most trusted advisor, if you ever start down that path, I will set you right.
Slay me where I stand.
As you wish, my liege.
Because clearly, if we ever get to that point, I have lost my mind and I am beyond redemption.
Understood.
Um,
Why are they so silly? It just caught up to me how they're talking.
they're so ridiculous. I love them.
They're so silly. I'm so glad we were able to have this FPS and have them finally actually have a conversation.
And it just descends into history nerding and silly talk. I love
Bro,
them.
they are here for the bit.
The bit, only the bit, and nothing but the bit.
Bit or death.
Sorry, I need to catch my breath.
No, you're good. They're very silly.
It's delightful.
I love these fucking dweebs.
Same. I think Yuura would like look at the keychain that Leo gave him and then look over at Leo. We actually have something like this too, but where I'm from, it's upside down.
But what purpose does that have?
I am honestly not sure. Just to look pretty, I guess. Just to prove. Look what we can do with a fuck ton of steel.
Awful. At least ours has an actual reason.
Oh? What's it do?
It actually, it takes ambient magic from the air, because Forsana, is absolutely riddled with wild magic. But it basically siphons it out of the air and, turns it into an energy source.
Hmm. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a combination monument and power plant.
Exactly. And the reason it's shaped like that is so it's basically a really easy funnel.
Oh. You know what? That makes sense. And he kind of looks at it and laughs a bit awkwardly. I just thought it looked a bit like an ice cream cone.
Well, I don't know if ice cream itself is a big thing. Or is ice cream a big... No, I don't think so. Not at least not ice cream itself. As a trade resource, but they are really good. Ice cream is really good in crepes.
Ooh. God, don't make me hungry. That sounds delicious.
I'll tell you what, my liege. As soon as I am given the go ahead, and we know for a fact that you will not collapse from it, I could probably talk Cam into helping me make some actual authentic Forcenanian crepes.
And he does, like, smile at that and say, tell you what, if you do, I can, trade some information with you. I have a book of a bunch of different recipes from, the place I've been for the last 4 years. I'm sure there's something in
More
there that
knowledge trade.
more knowledge trade, and he, like, taps his temple. The most valuable of trades, on it, obviously.
What a wise ruler you'll be after your revolution, my liege.
And he just does like a dramatic bow, like, yes, with justice and wisdom, long may I reign, etc., etc.
This house won't know what hits what's good. This house won't know what hits it.
Yuura is just descending into a giggle fit again. He just can't take this act seriously.
Leo's just standing there grinning. He has achieved his goal.
Gods. Your Honor, I love them.
They're so silly.
They're delightful.
Your Honor, they're being silly goofy.
As is their God's given right.
You are so right. I'm also very sorry if you can hear Gizmo meowing at the door.
It's totally fine. You dealt with my dogs earlier.
I didn't hear them, so we good.
I can't hear Gizmo, so we good.
Oh, hell yeah!
Actually, speaking of pets, Yuura will, blink and then, just kind of offhandedly, oh, yeah, I did want to ask. Asumi said
Yeah?
you had, like, 30 birds?
Incorrect. I have at least 45.
That's a lot of birds.
I can't believe Zumi would go and forget some of the ladies like that.
Tragic.
So, I hold up to Yuura the nickname that only Leo is allowed to use.
Listen, everybody in this house seems to be everyone else's family, so he's just going to assume that's a brother's thing.
That's really funny considering they have not at all talked about being brothers because they are both awkward. Yuura is just gonna assume that Leo and Azumi are already brothers.
Listen, he figured out Tome and Minami. He can figure out Leo and Azumi.
That's so fucking funny. But no, yeah, Leo, as I very discreetly open up a tarot card website, Leo is just, yes, there are 45 ladies, and they all have their individual names, and I love them all.
They sound delightful. What kind of birds are they?
They're pigeons.
Leo, you once again see Yuura go sparkly-eyed. He loves pigeons.
And actually, if you can, and Leo conspiratorially looks left, looks right, kind of leans in. If you could keep a secret, and he goes into his hammer space.
Yuura puts both of his hands over his mouth the way you do when you're, like, dramatically keeping a secret.
Oh god, what's their fumble again? Is it a 30% chance? Is it a 30% chance to fumble? Or is it... Okay, no, Leo fumbled.
Oh.
So he pulls out he pulls out his awful flip phone that is like has a flail's worth of phone charms. This is his plot device, and he pulls it out. I was like, alright, so this is how we're gonna be Hammer Space. You let me pull out a notebook earlier, but you won't let me pull out anything else, huh?
That is an impressive number of charms.
Yes. And he actually, he flips it open and goes to his contacts and is like, here, save your number in that real quick while I try again.
Oh, okay. And, he, like, undoes a little latch on the top of his compact mirror to take it off of the necklace that it's usually a part of. Flips it open, and taps a little button in the middle of it. And there's, you know that thing with, like, a loading animation where it'll be, like, little dots that appear in a line?
Yeah.
It's, like, a sequence of, like, 5 little flowers that pop over in the direction of Leo's phone.
It's really funny.
And then there's, like, a little flower-shaped starburst on the screen. And, congratulations, Yuura is now one of your contacts.
Nice! Okay. I'll allow one more fumble. So let's see if he gets that one more fumble. I think after they fumble once, I think it goes up to a 50-50 shot on if they fumble again. I didn't write it down. Fletcher!
Fletch, save us, Fletch.
I always forget to write it down. Oh, 1 to 6 fumble. Okay, cool. He rolled a 5, so that's his second fumble.
Oh no!
Oh no, that was his cell phone again, but he handed that over to Yuura. Phantom Wanted poster?
And it just blinks and tilts his head at that.
That is also not correct. Damn, my hammer space is being mean to me today.
You're being bullied.
Yeah. And really, after it let me have my notebook earlier, you'd think it'd be nicer to me. And this is a sleight of hand. But not to hide anything, he's folding the wanted poster into an L.
Oh my goodness.
And sets that down on Yuura's bedside table and is like, hey, do me a solid. Next time Cam's in here, hand that to him, please.
Okay, like the one that he has in his hammer space.
Yes, exactly like the one he has in his hammer space.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'm going to assume this is a running joke.
Don't worry about it.
You got it.
And just to keep the FPS moving, no more fumbles, he pulls out a little bird.
Aw, and I immediately just coos, like, oh, they're adorable.
This is Shuffles. Shuffles is one of the ladies. I usually take her with me, for small time, magic tricks.
Oh, you're a magician.
I am, in training. I'm working on it.
Ah, that does explain the large amounts of birds.
Oh no, I had the birds before I started training to be a magician.
You know what? I'm not going to judge. Pigeons are delightful.
They are. I love them.
They're so cute, and they make lovely little noises.
Exactly.
And he will tilt his head and look over at Leo. Just, does Shuffles like any particular kind of snack?
Uh, well, the ladies are tune birds, so there's a little more leeway in their diets. Uh, Usually breadcrumbs and birdseed.
He nods, and I'm going to have him go for his hammer space because my boy has Disney princess energy, which means yes, he does absolutely leave birdseed out on the windowsills every morning for the pigeons outside his house.
That's so fucking funny.
And so let's see if he has some of that on hand. 7. I think that's fine. Yeah.
Yay.
And
Yeah, Yoda's hammer space rolls should be normal. The twins are just weird.
yeah, Yoda's hammer space rolls are normal. I just can never remember what's good and what's not in the immediate second. But 7
It's
is above a 1, so
yeah, it's
I can
1 and then
math.
you're so valid. Listen, everyone knows I'm the math gay. It's fine.
you hold all the math brain cells for the entire server. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Or eel. That's what happens when you take math classes for fun.
But Yoda reaches into hammer space and pulls out like you know those little glass bowls that in cooking videos they keep spices in?
Yay.
One of those filled with birdseed, and sets it down on the nightstand, in case Shuffles would like a snack.
Leo will very gently set Shuffles down. But not before turning her very carefully and being like, "All right, Shuffles, you're getting a lethal snack, and we do not brag to the others later, okay? Because that would be very mean. And our guest is stuck in bed right now, so he cannot give the rest of the ladies more snacks yet. So we do not brag." And then he very carefully sets Shuffles down.
Oh my goodness. And Yoda, like, nods very seriously, just like, I see. I shall have to make more tributes later.
Yes, the ladies are plentiful, and extremely envious.
Well, we can't be having that.
Absolutely not.
And he, like, nods and pulls up one of his little screens again and makes a note of just, note to self, make bird treats for the ladies? Question mark.
Yeah, you might have already, you might later at some point hear someone in this house say that Tome is afraid of ladies. The reason why is that Tome really doesn't like birds. He's getting better. He's definitely getting better. But it's also just really funny to say that Tome's afraid of women.
Yoda just laughs at that, and I can't have him say what just popped into my head for him to say.
Uh-oh, what is it?
I'm not actually going to have him say this.
No, yeah, out of character. I want to know.
What he handed me was just, oh, I would have just assumed he was, and then does the little, hand gesture.
Is he, limps wrist? Honestly, if he had said it, Leo would have been like, "Aren't we all?"
Honestly, in that case, I think he might. Because he
All right.
handed me a response to that.
Fucking Lamau. So yeah, they can do that then.
Leo says, aren't we all? And Yoda does just, like, blink for a minute and then shrug and say, yeah, cheers, I'll drink to that.
And Leo makes a little, like he's holding a champagne glass and just clinks in the air.
Air, drink, clink. The fanciest imaginary Chardonnay.
But no, yeah, you now that you know about the ladies, that is something you will probably hear a lot in this house.
Good to know. That does give useful context, so thank you for that.
Yes, it is not that Tome is actually afraid of women.
Tome is confirmed not woman-phobic. I think that's just called sexism. But
I think, well, I think sexism is when, like, you have a stigma against that, I believe. But I think being woman-phobic would genuinely mean you are afraid of women.
I mean, most sexists I've met are actually quite afraid of women.
Oh, damn, for real?
Yeah, they're afraid of being outclassed by women who are smarter and better than them.
Damn, fucking skill issue.
Exactly.
I, for one, would love if a strong, smart woman swept me off my feet.
And Yuura just, like, laughs and, gives, like, a little gesture of just, well, I hope that one day that dream shall come true.
Maybe one day, as he looks wistfully off into the distance.
A blessing upon you that one day it may happen.
Thank you, my liege. A million gratitudes.
God, they're so dumb. I love them.
They're like, they are the like idiot genius like character that I adore. Cause like they're also such history nerds, but fucking look at them.
They're history nerds. They're just also drama kids who will consistently yes and each other.
Or eel, it's bit or death.
And neither of them is willing to die.
Leo probably sobers up a little, and he probably at some point started like just sitting on the ground, because sometimes sometimes you just want to sit on the floor.
Yuura would just blink at that and be like, there's a chair over there if you want to sit somewhere more comfortable.
Sometimes you just need a little floor time.
You know what? I can't actually argue that. Fair enough.
And he rests his elbow on his knee, and then his chin on his hand, and is just, I do hope staying here has been going all right.
It's been really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad. You guys have been through a lot.
It's been a pretty intense couple of months, yeah.
But hey, if you ever get tired of everyone bringing it up again, I have so much experience sneaking out of hospitals. I can absolutely sneak you out of my own house, and we can at least have you meet the ladies a little early.
I might have to take you up on that, if only because, as lovely as this room is, the house did a very nice job on it. I am about 30 seconds from going stir crazy at any given time.
Yeah, I think when we were putting the parameters together for your room, we were more focused on, nice, clean recovery space, and not a hamster sunroom with a catio like we did for Dad.
Is that the room that I crashed into?
Oh yeah, huh? Yes, that is Tome's catio room.
I'm terribly sorry about the windows.
Well, that's fine. The house can fix it.
See, I've been told that, but that sounds like a lot of work.
Well, uh, kinda. Well, at least the house isn't alive.
Yet it does give like a little bit of a shrug. In so much as houses typically aren't, I suppose.
Oh no, there's living houses out there. I'm like, cousins? Question mark with one, I think. I don't know.
Cousins with a house?
Yeah.
You know what? At this point, Inkwell is already so goddamn weird. I'll accept that.
Genus loci, man. Absolutely wild. I love Network so much. But man.
Huh. Those are a concept where I'm from, too.
Oh, really? Do
Yeah.
they exist, or...
He kind of wiggles his hands. Depends on what you believe. Nona always taught me that you should be nice to whatever space you're in because you don't know if the spirit of the space is going to be pleased with you or not, so you need to be a very polite guest. She very much believed in that kind of spirit, but I don't think we had anything that quite was able to animate itself. We did have a few
No,
hauntings, though.
that does sound pretty rad. What? No, he wouldn't say that. That's a me thing. Leo would not think ghosts are rad. I immediately was like, ghosts. Leo, Leo kind of does the yikes emoji and is just like, hauntings.
Yeah, that just
no.
nods. Yeah. They're a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Network isn't a haunting, and definitely not that passive, if all the glitter tornadoes are any evidence.
Glitter tornadoes?
I suppose I am partially to blame for that. Maybe. Because Network loves shinies, and it would be oh so rude of me to not bring presents when I visit.
Oh, you
And
didn't.
what is more shiny and sparkly than bottles of extra fine glitter?
Oh, that shit never comes out of the carpets, you monster.
I don't live there.
Oh my goodness.
I once tricked Min into bringing some over in my stead too.
No, you would make poor Mina me an accomplice in your actions.
Of course. As my older sister, she must go down with me.
No, tragic.
He had no idea too, not until Aunt Lynn told her.
My goodness.
And then they got some pretty good revenge, but that may or may not be why I keep giving Network more glitter.
What happened?
They hid this weird noise-making machine in my home! And periodically, it would make a small noise. And I wasn't able to find it ever. But then we fucking found it. And I decided, you know what? I love Network so much. Why don't I just keep giving Network more presents? Because I love Network oh so much.
Yoda just breaks into laughter at that. Oh my god, they tormented you with the tiny noise machine.
My own personal hell hour, but there was never any set time between the noises.
I think I've heard of a way you can do that, but you just hide like a walkie-talkie somewhere in someone's house. And then just occasionally turn it on and just say, hey, what's up? And then turn it off again.
Oh, if only, but Network would rat me out immediately.
Consider glitter bribe.
No amount of glitter bribe would ever get them to side with me.
Tragic.
As much as Network loves me, Network loves Aunt Lynn more than anyone.
Wait, like Lynn Stagehand?
Oh yeah, you know about Aunt Lynn?
We met briefly, I think, after the first incident. She seems
I'm not
nice.
surprised. Aunt Lynn knows, like, everyone.
I haven't seen her since. She seems nice.
Yeah. I think last time Cam and I went to go visit her and we talked shop and whatnot, she was saying that she was kind of taking a break. Or at least on bigger cases. Especially with her son, my cousin Rai, getting his, I believe his full license.
Good for him.
Yeah. So she's probably spending time with him and her boyfriend.
Oh dear.
And Leo, like, scrunches. Like, eh.
Oh dear. Do you need to give someone a shovel talk?
Oh, Cam and I did. It wasn't our best, but we did. And he's a nice guy, and Rai likes him a lot, and Aunt Lynn obviously likes him. They're dating, and I was the one who encouraged Rai to talk to him about him being his dad, but also, but also,
The principle of the thing.
it's the principle of the thing. She was my aunt first.
You've got to disapprove of the new man in her life. It's legally obligated.
Absolutely. Plus, he lied right to my and Cam's faces. And thus, nothing but contempt for that man.
God. As somebody who is aware of the shit going on with Lynn and Gregory right now, I'm wheezing. But Yuura just
I
like
love Gregory.
Gregory is a delight. Gregory is a gift to this world. But he like nods in very serious agreement, like, yep, no, it's the principle of the thing.
Absolutely.
Can't let him get too comfortable.
Absolutely not. And Leo, like the awful lounging cat that he is, Yura, like, is looking at Leo and he's sitting cross-legged on the floor. Yura blinks, and then the next moment Leo is, like, stretched out on the ground like a cat.
He just raises an eyebrow, like, you having fun down there?
Absolutely. All the time.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
That's
we've
what matters.
we somehow always miss each other at Miss Moria's office, but anytime I am there, this is how it be.
Yeah, I keep apparently missing a lot of people. Whenever I was there wasn't much activity.
To be fair, usually I'm only there when Cam's doing paperwork and I'm making deliveries from the painted lady.
Ah.
And I only stay long enough to be extremely unhelpful.
A vital part in any detective agency.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now, see, I believe, like, trope-wise, Juby probably would fit the layabout in the detective's office more, but he does actual work for Miss Moria.
unlike you.
Unlike me, I am not employed there. I am not a detective. I deliver coffee.
Listen. Wait, he can't actually say that. He's allergic to coffee.
I'm out.
He was going to say coffee is a vital part of the detective process, but he's allergic to coffee. He wouldn't say that.
Leo, Yuura, handshake, doesn't drink coffee.
I think Yuura instead just like wrinkles his nose, just like, ugh, coffee, poison.
Fucking right?
I can't drink this stuff. It gives me an awful fever.
I just don't like coffee. I don't know how they stand it.
Why would
Ugh.
anyone choose to drink icky, bitter bean drink that hates you?
Exactly! Especially Tome!
Oh god, what's his order?
Tome, I have only recently got him drinking, like, actual nice coffee. Because I know how to make nice coffee. Because I'm a barista at a cafe. I may not drink it, but I know how to make it. But before me, Tom would just take the shittiest, like, fucking oil spill, instant coffee bullshit that he could find.
Ugh. Like Muppet scrunches and sticks his tongue out.
Exactly! It's so gross!
Nasty. I'll have to see if I can get some of the tea blend I make that I've been told tastes like coffee.
Definitely a good try. I think the only way I'm suckering him into drinking it is because I make him lattes with pretty art on it.
I'm sure that definitely helps. Presentation is everything.
Leo, the sign pointing at Leo doesn't know it's because he makes sad puppy eyes anytime Tome tries to say no.
Amazing. Yoda does like blink and then claps his hands a little bit. Oh, actually, do you like tea?
I do. I fucking love tea.
I know how to make custom tea blends. When I have leg rights back and can visit my apartment and hopefully get out of y'all's hair because I feel really bad for crashing for so long.
That's fine. I mean, listen, everything runs on Toon logic. We can have as many rooms as we need in the house, really.
He blinks for a minute, and then nods and says, but still, it's the principle of the thing. Anyway,
That's fair.
when I have leg rights back, you should come visit my place so that I can make you tea.
Definitely. I'm down for that.
Because I bet I could make something that you haven't tasted before that you would really like.
I will not doubt that. Because I only ever really drink one kind of tea.
What kind?
It's a really specific, looks at the map real quick. It's a really specific Ghiblian blend. And camera space roll, that's a 6. Hell yeah, he wins. He actually pulls out a small tin, and holds it out to Yuura, and it's just, it's the kind that, Mama used to drink.
Oh, that's lovely. And he does, like, look inside and, like, try and figure out what kind of leaves are in there.
It's a very, like, herby, like, probably, like, green tea, like, ish sort of tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Asian.
Mm-hmm. Yoda is just, like, in the back of his head making mental notes of just, like, okay, so this one likes definitely more Asian style with more of an herbal angle than maybe something a bit more fruity. But I think Camille mentioned that he liked fruity, so I should ask. And he does, like, pause and say, out of curiosity, what kind of flavors of stuff do you like? Like, do you prefer sweets or more savory flavors?
Definitely sweet.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I am known to put more honey in the tea than Mama ever did. Definitely sweet, fruity, mostly citrusy fruity, but any fruit is good.
Oh, hell yeah, I can definitely work with that. He
Oh, except
smiles.
for coconut.
No coconut?
Yeah, Cam and I are allergic to coconut.
Oh, good to know. I
Yeah.
note to self: axe the coconut macaroons from the recipes to bring to the office.
It is a real shame. Uh, I've been told they're alright. I mean, Marzi, out of character. Ugh, coconut is also allergic to coconut. Is the reason why the twins are allergic to coconut.
Bless. And Yuura nods and says, "Well, if I make alfajores, I won't put the coconut on the edges for you.
Nice.
Just tasty cookie and dulce de leche in the middle."
Those are words you said to me, but you know what? Sounds great.
You'll just have to wait and see now, won't you?
We'll have to compare. Anything you bring, I'll try to see if there's an Anquelian equivalent.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we'll get to compare and contrast and all that.
Hell yeah, culture exchange.
Yes, the exchange of knowledge.
Your Honor, they're fucking nerds.
They're nerds.
He will, after a moment, very carefully close up the box and hand that back to Leo.
Yep, and into the hammer space.
He smiles and says, I don't suppose you're looking for anything that's going to have any specific effect, like waking you up or calming you down?
Not really. I mean, caffeine doesn't actually do anything to me, so
Oh yeah, no,
I just kind of
I don't use caffeine. Mate is something different.
Nah, I just kind of drink it to drink it.
Hell yeah, gotta have something that tastes good.
Exactly. No, with all the heathens in this house and their coffee,
Ugh.
I will find Juby's stash.
Oh god, he has a secret stash of it.
He has a secret stash, and he keeps giving some to Cam.
No. Why on earth would he do that? Yuura, who has made coffee flavored sweets for Camille before.
No.
It's okay. It's not real coffee. It's just a brownie with espresso in it. Doesn't have caffeine. It's fine.
I feel like Leo just spends a second lying on the ground and then sits up. Actually, you know what? Stands up, peeks out the door, conspiratorially looks to the left and to the right. You want to go meet the ladies?
Yuura blinks, and says, honestly, hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let me roll the dice to see if my boy's got his leg rights.
Come on, Yuura. Come on.
You can do this, my boy. Oh god, it rolled behind my mug.
Whoops. The power of birds compels you.
Oh my god, it really do. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
The power of birds and also mug. He like pulls the blankets away and like very carefully stands up, and he's a little wobbly, but he's got it.
Yeah, Leo will probably stand. He won't like grab unless Yuura like grabs onto him first, but he will like kind of hover in case it looks like he's gonna tip really badly.
Yeah.
But together, they will go to the backyard.
Amazing. Do we want to have them interact with the ladies, or do we want to zoom out from there? Because I know it is probably getting pretty late.
It is getting kind of late. This is probably a good zoom out time.
Yee. Leo can introduce Yuura to the ladies, and Yuura can bring out the snacks from Hammerspace.
Leo's gonna grab him like a chair to sit on outside, and then like painstakingly introduce each one of the ladies one by one, like by name.
Wait, actually, can I roll one more thing?
Yes.
I want to roll an animal handling to see how well Yuura can memorize like tiny differences between each of the ladies to see if he can recognize them later.
Yes.
Because fun fact about that, I can't actually get less than a 14.
That's hilarious.
Because I have a fun little subclass thing. But let's see what the dice say. That is going to be an 18 plus 4.
Oh yeah, that he is doing real good. Like, it takes him a second just because like Leo, these are his birds. He's extremely familiar with them, but he is very after a bit of study, because Leo will probably like very carefully hand them over as he introduces them. If Yuura wants a bird on his hand.
He will absolutely give each of the ladies a little bit of attention.
Hell yeah.
Lethal
And
switch.
Leo's just this is little fool. And little fool probably has on on the back probably some sort of like almost floral looking splotch. And Leo will take back Little Fool, and then he'll hand Yuura another one. This is Her Majesty the Empress.
Pleased to meet you, Your Majesty.
And on top of her head, there's probably like a couple little feathers that stick up that look kind of like a crown.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
And yeah, and on and on. And Yuura very quickly realizes that all of Leo's birds are named after tarot cards.
And he's just grinning at that, because he does actually know tarot cards. He had his old boss try to teach him to use them.
Yeah.
So he just uses that as a reference point to memorize which of the ladies is which. Because I think that's funny and cute.
And if they get in trouble, at least it won't be Tome coming outside to get them, because Tome would not go anywhere near the lady.
Secret strat, Dad can't get us.
Yeah!
We're hiding behind his kryptonite. But we zoom out from there. Oh, thank you
They're
so much
so
for playing with
fucking
me,
silly.
Marzi. This was
Thank you!
delightful.
This was fucking awesome. They're such dweebs. Holy shit.
They are goobers. They are so silly. Oh, thank you so
And
much.
Yuura needed a silly, goofy, no talking about the blot time.
Honestly, yeah. He did. And this was the perfect break from, like, thinking about blot shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just make a lovely new friend who has lots of lovely little birds.
Yeah.
And
Leo,
you nerd
like
out
I
about
said,
history together. And yes,
Like I
and each
said-
other into oblivion.
Like I said, Leo takes being the comedic relief twin very seriously.
And he's doing an amazing job. We are so proud of him.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this was a delight. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much to our
Yay!
audience, past, present, and future, for listening. I just bonked my mic with my pencil. I am so good at this. Thank you so much
Lamau.
to past, present, and future audience for listening. Everybody say bye-bye to the listeners. Bye-bye, listeners!
Bye bye.